On this episode, we recap a food-filled Walt Disney World weekend, sharing our thoughts on the 250th seasonal treats, some new favorites, Joffrey's annual Passholder offerings, and our weekend foodie superlative winners. Today's June 23rd, 2026. This is episode 880 of the Main Street Magic Podcast.
Jeremy and Rhonda are more than a little fond of Disney World, so they made this podcast to share it all with you. Reports and resorts, top 10 lists of all sorts, Main Street Magic's bringing it home for you.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Main Street Magic. I am your host, Jeremy Stein, and as always, I'm joined by my lovely wife, Rhonda.
Hey guys!
If you want to be part of the community and join the conversation, get the latest theme park news, as well as live streams from the parks and resorts, head to Facebook and search for the Main Street Magic community and ask to join.
Make sure you check us out on the web at mainstmagic.com, as well as follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at mainstmagic, and on TikTok at MSM Podcast.
Planning a trip to Disneyland or Walt Disney World can be overwhelming and at times just downright frustrating. But don't worry, because Mouse Dining removes the frustration of booking Disney dining reservations, alerting you when they spot availability for your desired restaurant, date, meal, and time. Visit msmfriends.com to use this free service.
And don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you can get brand new episodes every Tuesday and Friday.
Are you ready for your bucket list trip? Our trusted partner, MEI Travel, will handle the planning so you can focus on the memories. They offer free vacation planning services and have nearly 20 years of experience creating memorable vacations. Visit mainstmagic.com/travel for a fee-free, no-obligation quote today.
Well, I hope every man that is a father had a wonderful Father's Day weekend, as did you, Jeremy.
I did. I had a great weekend, and we got to spend a little bit of it with our children, which was great. Down in Disney, they came down for 24 hours.
They did.
Which was nice.
I
mean, there was no reason for them to stick around for the whole weekend, obviously.
No.
But yeah, it was good. We hit up Typhoon Lagoon on the way down, did that with the girls. Stayed at Riverside for 3 nights. They stayed 1 night. Mm-hmm. But we got to do Scat Cats Club with them, and we're going to talk about the 4th of July beignets in a little bit. We had dinner with them at Terralina Crafted Italian, did a little walking and shopping around Disney Springs. So it was wonderful. And now we're home, and we're recording, and then I have one job to do, and then I'm going to relax. And Lacey's making dinner tonight.
Yeah, but aren't you going to go spend some lovely time with her at the grocery store?
Well, to pick up the stuff she's going to cook for dinner, yes. So we got to make a list.
Check it twice.
Yes, yeah, we will. So what we're really going to do today, I mean, we spent 3 nights at Riverside. We absolutely love Riverside.
Yeah.
So
we were at the mansion.
The Acadia house.
Yeah, but the mansion looking rooms, like when you walk up, you're like, oh, is this my whole house?
Yeah.
Okay. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
I always think that it's all going to be mine.
Yeah.
But it's just a room. But it was a nice corner room.
I love the corner rooms there.
So it feels, I don't know if it's because of the 2 windows when you get a corner room. I think you've told me before it's the same square footage. I think because of the 2 windows, it feels bigger.
It 100% feels bigger.
It's amazing. I love it.
Again, I don't know if it's just because all the light that come in.
Right.
Comes in, I don't know if you're not completely blocked on that one wall.
Right.
Because you have that whole window area there. I love Riverside. I think the refurbishment they've done, I think as far as theming and decor goes right now, this is up there with my top 3 favorite rooms.
Although it was very hot this weekend, so we did not let a lot of light in because where we were, I was very fearful the room would get too hot. So
it is brutal out there.
We just kept the windows shut the entire time.
Yeah, it is absolutely brutal. But before we dive into the food, a few other things. We had an awesome day. Well, Friday, you're going to hear we ate a lot. We had John Self with us all day.
Yeah.
And so we traveled around to a couple different areas, from Disney Springs to the Boardwalk area, over to Animal Kingdom. Rhonda, then over, that's right, we separated, then we met back up with John at Disney Springs. So we hopped around, we ate a bunch of food. We'll talk all about that. Saturday was going to be our day to kind of chill a little bit more. Like, I really didn't have a list of things to do. And went to Magic Kingdom. I remembered good friend David King of Theme Park Shuffle, his lovely wife, and their 9-year-old, soon to be 10
August.
daughter in August. They were coming to Magic Kingdom for the day as well because they had gotten a Beacon Barrel reservation. And so I hit them up and we spent all day with them at Magic Kingdom.
Yes.
It was awesome. We let their daughter basically dictate the day, which was amazing because we don't get that anymore. With
no, we don't. It was fun.
And so she still wants to ride all the rides and do all the things and shop for plushes and stuff. And so it was really cool, to have after a very, very busy, air quote work day.
Yeah.
To have a day that we just got to experience the parks like regular visitors of the parks.
Yeah, we didn't care. We were like, Emma, what do you want to do next?
Yeah.
What do you want to do next? So it was just so great. It really was. And just spending time with Jessica, like I grew up with her.
Yeah.
And she's been one of my best friends for as long as I can remember. And she just is fantastic. And I miss that. And we've been saying it.
David's okay.
And David's amazing. But I've missed that. And it's so funny because we've been saying it for a very long time because they have passes. Like, we just need to do this. And it was neat how it worked out.
Well, it's even funny. We live like less than 30 minutes from them. And we're like we said,
hey, man,
we got to get together. Let's get together. And then we end up traveling over 2 hours to meet in Disney to finally get together.
Listen, she's an amazing nurse. Has been for like 25 years. Yep. He is an ambulance
EMT
person. I started to say that does all the
EMT
things that you see on Grey's Anatomy and gross stuff and amazing stuff and stuff that just is again not in my wheelhouse. But we're all busy.
Yeah, so it worked out great. We are going to jump into food. We have it organized just to keep it easier, I think, and keep us a little more on track. We kind of have it just separated by areas, not necessarily order or the way that we did it.
Okay.
But we're going to start at Disney Springs because each night, we had the opportunity to go over to Disney Springs. We're at Riverside. Now, with 3 different trips to Disney Springs, because of weather, we only rode a boat twice.
Yep.
There were buses, there were Ubers.
2 once. And
the
only
very first time.
The very first 2 Disney Springs.
And then the very last
and then home.
Time. Yeah, home. Yep. So it actually worked out well.
That's funny.
If you have been on social media, if you've heard of social media, you've probably already been made aware potentially of the changes that are coming to Disney Springs transportation here in about a week. Actually, in a week. That now coming from Disney Springs, if you want to go to any resort, whether it is using the bus system or the boat system, you will have to have an active resort reservation, any Disney property resort reservation. Mm-hmm. So if you want to go to Riverside on a boat and you're staying at Coronado, that's fine. If you are staying at Coronado and you want to bus to whatever, Beach Club, that's fine. You have to have that. You have to have basically an active dining reservation for the resort you're heading to. And some things that I was reading, again, we've been so busy, I didn't get to catch up on all the news. It looks like there's going to be roughly a 2-hour window on the dining. So like, if you are, again, you're staying off property, but you're parked at Disney Springs, you have a dining reservation at Yachtsman at 8 p.m. It looks like starting at 6 p.m. I believe you'll be able to start that transportation to get over there. Okay. You know what I mean? So, this makes things a little bit harder for some folks. And I mean, if we want, we can have a whole other discussion on that on another episode, or wait until it's implemented and really see how it goes. And then we can help give you some ideas of ways to get around. They're trying to cut down on free parking at Disney Springs to get to parks via resorts, also to crowd resorts with people that don't have dining reservations or don't. And I don't want to say don't have any business being there, because there's plenty of business to be there. Mm-hmm. If you are at Disney Springs and you think, man, I'd love to go over to Poly and have a drink at Trader Sam's or Bamboo Lounge or something, but again, you're staying off property or you don't have any of those dining reservations, like, you're not going to be able to do that anymore via this method.
Right.
There are still some other ways you can find your way there, so it's just, let's see how it goes and then see what happens.
Right.
Yeah. So, Disney Springs, the first night, to do a little family meal. We did have Cassidy with us as well.
Yeah.
And we decided to go to Terralina Crafted Italian. If you go back to episode 701, this was the first and the last time that Rhonda and I had ate there.
Yeah.
And so we talked about it on episode 701, and we really enjoyed it.
Yes, we did.
Now, what is their current dining deal, though, that's going on, which was one of the reasons we wanted to go here?
Yes, this is very nice. So it started back in June 1st, and it runs until July 31st of this year, and it is a 20% discount on food and non-alcoholic beverages. Cannot be redeemed with any other discount or promotion. So if you are on a dining plan or something like that. So yeah. And that was really nice because the 5 of us ate. We had a appetizer and Jeremy and I split a meal.
Yep.
And then each girl had a meal, and total without tip was $145.
Yeah.
And everybody had a drink except me. I had water.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, so, our first of all, there's 2 reasons we went here. 1, we have this 20% off.
Yeah.
2, we hadn't been there in a while, and we really enjoyed it last time, and we wanted to go back.
And
then 3,
the
girls like pasta. I mean, so like this is an easy one for kids. So we'll talk about the food and all. Girls got sodas, Shirley Temples. I ordered a Hank's root beer, which comes in a bottle. For $9, which I don't think I realized it was a $9 soda, but it's like a craft root beer.
Yeah.
It was delicious. It was an amazing root beer.
Do you think it was worth $9?
Yeah, I mean, this is one of those when you're saving 20%. This is where you almost feel like, oh, I got a free root beer. Like when you look at the savings.
I think the savings was over 33, so like $34.
Yeah, and when we talk about these meals, most of these entrees are in the $30 range.
Right.
So this is almost comparable to saying you got a free entree.
Yeah.
By having that 20% off.
Yep.
Let's start on their antipasti. And what did we get for the table here?
We got the bruschetta, which is tomatoes, basil pesto, shaved Parmesan, balsamic reduction for $15. And there is only 4 because she was great. Cast member, server. She actually alerted us that there is only 4 because there is 5 to the table. And I believe it was Cassie she looked like, I don't want any of that.
Right.
And then I was not like starving, but I love how it does not say, but it basically came on a bed of arugula.
Yes, it did.
Which I love that. So I ate some of that and ate this half of it basically, but it was really good.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. It's, it's a fairly standard bruschetta.
Yeah.
But
the bread was crusty.
Yep.
The tomatoes were good and fresh.
They were red and green diced tomatoes. They were fresh. A lot of the balsamic reduction, which was delicious, and then you had the arugula that the balsamic was on as well,
and the shaved Parmesan.
Yeah, and there was a lot of shaved Parmesan.
Was nice. So it was. I feel like it was a good one because of all the components together.
Agreed.
I felt like it was a little elevated because of the arugula because I love arugula.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I enjoyed this. I would get this again. And all the kids did enjoy it as well with the bites and stuff that they had. I think it's a good portion for $15.
Yeah.
Most of the time I feel like you're going to be here with potentially a party of 4.
Yeah.
Or if this is a restaurant that 2 couples are going to or something like a double date, each person gets one. So that works out really well.
Or if it was just you and me, we each got 2.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Especially when we knew that we were going to split an entree.
Yeah.
And it was just a nice fresh start to the meal.
Speaking of start, she did bring us before that some bread.
Focaccia.
Which we were very excited about. I will say this bread was free with our, whatever.
Nothing in life is free.
Okay, well, it was free.
It was included.
Okay, well, it was included. It was just, I'll just say it was not consistent.
No, it was not.
I had to find a good piece. And I didn't really find a good one, but that's okay because did you have a good piece?
Yeah, I did. I mean, it was a nice light focaccia.
Yeah.
It was fine. Here's my big issue with this free bread, included bread. There is a good olive oil on the table.
Yes.
Now, personally, I love.
enjoyed it.
What is it? Macaroni Grill. Is that the place that did the paper on the table and crayons so kids could draw on the table? And not only did they bring you the bread, but you had the balsamic and the olive oil.
Macaroni Grill?
Macaroni Grill. That was
Where's
a place.
that?
That was a restaurant.
No.
There used to be one up in Jacksonville that we went, or am I thinking of a different place? It's not Maggiano's. It's not.
I feel
think
like
it was
you're thinking of
Macaroni
a
Grill.
different one. I don't even know if I've ever heard of that place.
It's like it's a place.
Okay,
and
well.
we've been there. I'm pretty
Okay.
sure this is the one I'm thinking of. But and a lot of restaurants would do this. This is the one that specifically came to mind.
Okay.
And they would on the table they would put the olive oil and the balsamic in a little dish for you, and then do fresh cracked pepper with it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Macaroni Grill. I know there was one
I
up in
don't-
Baltimore I went to,
I think that's what you're thinking.
but I didn't have children in Baltimore.
Okay.
That I knew of.
Well,
So we had to. I don't have any additional children, Rhonda. Like I'm getting texts left and right. Happy Father's Day. Happy. Thank you, Baltimore son. He'd be in his 20s by now, though, which is pretty crazy. Why are you giving me a look? You know I'm being ridiculous.
But are you?
We went to Macaroni Grill with the girls in Jacksonville, I swear. I swear we have. I'll do the research after. Anywho, that's what I like when I with a bread. They only had that oil. Here's where I started this whole silly point. You are a sit-down Italian restaurant. How dare you give us the little teeny prepackaged like frozen butter cubes to go with the bread? And the bread is so soft that you couldn't spread it on there. So I ended up making like a butter taco. You know what I mean? Like the bread was so soft. I just took out half of the frozen butter. This is the butter you see at that is sitting next to the waffles at one of these nearby resorts that's giving you included breakfast.
Yeah.
Like that just blew my mind. Instead of just having a butter, like a regular butter or a salted butter.
You're not supposed to use the butter. You're supposed to use the oil.
Why would they put butter with bread
I don't
if you
know
weren't supposed to use
because
it?
we have children.
Well, that's fine. I eat like a child. It was good. Again, it was fine. I was shocked that they gave us that for the butter. That blew my mind. All right, let's move into the pasta dishes.
Let's start with
Kayla's.
and then let's move to
Which was the least favorite?
Then let's move to Lacey's.
That's fine. Yeah.
Okay. Kaylin had the shrimp scampi fettuccine, which reads, it is lemon butter, white wine, parsley, sun-dried tomatoes, toasted garlic for $34. The shrimp, Jeremy said, I didn't taste a shrimp, said was really good, right?
They were nice, big
good
plump
shrimp.
They were cooked perfectly. I tasted all of the kids' dishes because that's what a researcher does.
Right, and so did I.
I didn't have one then, though. I ate one later in the room.
Okay.
I ate them cold, and they were great then. So I imagine with the dish that they were very, very good.
I'm going to go ahead and say it says lemon butter.
Lemon should be in all capitals.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was very, very lemony.
Yeah. Like just beyond.
Yeah. So I think they put
good,
a whole...
and it was fresh, but it was just so heavy on the lemon.
It was.
So Kaylin ate it. Honestly, she was the only leftovers that we brought.
Yeah.
Home or back to the room and all.
Yeah.
Which I was glad because then I ate the cold shrimp later.
Yeah.
But man, did that bag smell. Like there was like we were walking through the stores afterwards. I'm carrying the bag. And you kept looking at me. I think Lacey did at one point, and you're like, "Did you fart?" And I'm like, "No, it's the pasta coming out of this thing." Like, I didn't. Like, I would alert you if I had. Like, it's one of the like you would know if I. You know what I mean? And then we went. Just long story short, we're heading when we're leaving Disney Springs that night. We're heading to the boats, and as soon as we get there, they're shut down because there's lightning in the area, so they got to shut them down. So I'm like, you know what? One of the three children was already annoying me a little bit about heading back to the room. I won't tell you which one. But so I was like, I'm not walking halfway across Disney Springs to go to the buses. I'll just get an Uber. And then at that point, I'd already committed in my brain. But I don't know if Uber gets an alert that the boats are shut down. But it was $20
just
on a
to go
Thursday
to
evening
Riverside.
to get from Springs to Riverside.
No, we
That
went
was
to
like some
French Quarter.
French Quarter, that's
It's
right.
closer.
We're going to Scat Cat. Yeah. So like that was insane. But anyway, so we go to get in the Uber. Lacey says, "You guys get in the back. I want to talk to the driver." And she's going to sit in the middle. And so I get in the back with this food and I set it on my lap and I had to hand it to Rhonda because I was like, this smell is too strong on my lap. What I didn't also realize is that the oil and the butter from the dish had gone somehow. I guess it slopped out of the side of the container because it was a nice container, and then soaked into the bag, which now was all over my brand new Nike khaki shorts. I don't own a lot of nice shorts. These are the nicest shorts I own. So I'm hoping that we're going to be able to get it out of it. But anyway, and then poor Lacey got in and she looked at the driver. She's like, "So how are you doing today, sir?" Or something like that. And he did not. I don't think
no English.
No English. Either that or he was like, "I don't want to talk to this kid." So then he stops.
Yeah.
Like he just stops and he looks at her and she says it again and he picks up his phone and points to it like, "We're going here." And we were just like, Lacey, you're not going to chat with him. But it was sweet of her to want to do that.
Yeah.
So anywho,
okay.
Overly lemony. Mm-hmm. So if you like lemon and you like freshness,
and how did you describe? We'll go ahead and say all the pasta.
So all the dishes obviously had pasta in them.
Yeah.
And when you get to ours, it was a lasagna. I mean, that's different. That one was cooked well, or cooked right, I should say. Both of the three girls and the pasta that they had in their dish to me was shy of al dente.
Yeah.
So it's still a little too.
It wasn't crunchy,
toothy.
but it was, yeah.
It still was like, it was just like, man, if you guys had left this pasta in for another minute.
Yeah.
None of this pasta is house made. And if it is, then they might need to have a chat with the person who is making it.
Yeah.
And not that that's bad. Again,
right.
Sometimes box pasta is perfectly fine.
Right.
But, you're sitting down. I said to John, I'm like, they should probably take crafted out of their name because it's Terralina Crafted Italian.
Right.
It should just be Terralina Italian if you're not going to make
craft
the pasta.
It up. Right.
If you're not going to craft it.
Right.
Right. But again, it was not an awful dish. We'll go to the next one. You're going to talk about Lacey's.
We're going to talk about Lacey.
Classics.
Yeah, because she got the chicken parmesan, which reads, it's crispy chicken cutlet, spaghetti, and pompadora for $32.
Yeah.
You go ahead and describe it. I didn't taste it at all.
Yeah.
But Lacey really liked it.
She did.
Ate all of her
most of the chicken.
Yeah. Or most of it. And then most of her spaghetti too, right?
I don't know how much of the spaghetti she
okay.
So you get a nice big pounded chicken cutlet like that they're probably pounding out back there. I do think they're maybe hand breading this, so it was crafted.
Yeah.
And then it's got your sauce on it. It's got your mozzarella on top melted. And then next to it is kind of like a big swirl of the spaghetti with a little bit of sauce on it. For me, again, shy of al dente, so I didn't love the noodles, but the sauce, there just wasn't enough. I like personally, especially if you're not going to have a homemade fresh pasta, then for me, I'm like, just load that sucker up with sauce, because now it's just a vehicle for a delicious sauce. Yeah. So I didn't love the spaghetti part. The chicken cutlet and the parm part was wonderful. It tasted as though somebody was back there and cooking it in a, like shallow frying it in a cast iron pan. It had that like you can tell when something has been, shallow fried in a cast iron pan compared to just drop deep fried in oil. Yeah. So it had that nice flavor to it. It was cheesy. I thought that portion was really good. Good. Something that I like is when you get around some of those edges, they're a little crunchy. Yeah. I know you don't usually prefer that, but I really like that. Yeah. So I thought they did that part really well as far as this dish was. I just, you think of Italian, you think of pasta. I wish the pasta had been better. Yeah. Do you want to move on to what Cassidy ordered, which was, I think, the favorite of all three children?
Yes, it was, because I think even Lacey ate some of hers.
Yes, I think she even preferred this over her own.
Yeah. And this was the Terralina Fettuccine Alfredo. And this reads, it's chicken, sun-dried tomato, peas, and you could substitute shrimp for $34, but it comes at $30. And she did just do the chicken. Yeah. She did not want the shrimp. I don't remember seeing sun-dried tomatoes in hers. Oh, I think she asked for them.
I think she asked without.
She doesn't like, she's like her mother. Yeah. She doesn't like tomatoes.
And I think she also, I think she asked without peas. I don't think there were peas in it.
Yes, I think this was literally
pasta,
just
sauce, and chicken. And it was good. I mean, this was one of those we go, what does chicken Alfredo taste like to the average person? Yep. It tastes just like this. Mm-hmm.
The girls loved it.
They did.
Kaylin ate so much of it.
Yes, she did.
In fact,
actually.
Cassidy was done, and there could have been almost enough to take back. Yeah. And then Kaylin was eating on it so much that then by the time I think there might have been a bite or two left, that there's no reason to box that up.
Other than the shrimp, with the girls' three dishes, other than the shrimp scampi being a little too lemony, though, what is your favorite word to use for 3 dishes like this.
It's very safe.
Yeah.
I mean,
very safe.
our kids loved it. Yep. So there you go. I mean,
my dad would eat here. Based
yeah,
on these
and
dishes.
I was just going to say, and our kids, you know, it was a 19, 18, excuse me, and almost 16-year-old.
Yeah. And so it was perfect for them. I think, you know, these dishes covered, if you like pasta and you like these types of dishes, you're going to be fine here. Mm-hmm. You know, you're not going to walk away from here as you grew up in New York in an Italian family,
right.
had your Nonna cooking every Sunday. You're not going to walk away from here impressed. If that is what your upbringing, you might walk away from here a little disappointed.
100%.
We didn't grow up that way.
Correct.
So this is perfectly safe and fine for us.
Yes, it was.
Now, for some reason, I just wanted the lasagna.
Yes, you
even
did.
though I knew
I was like,
there was
dude,
zero
you can't-
chance this
Yep.
would live up to Paolo's
Yes.
lasagna, which is the best lasagna I've ever had. And I'd put it in top 3 probably
Oh.
pasta dishes I've ever had.
100%.
Right?
It was so good.
So we went with the house-made lasagna.
Yep.
What is their house-made lasagna? And maybe this is more super Italian. I don't know. It has one little added bonus
Well,
that
this reads
you don't normally get in a
spinach,
lasagna.
ricotta, mozzarella, pecorino, tomato sauce, basil. You can add meat sauce for $30. Jeremy did not, kept it at regular for $27, but we could add on, and we did a meatball for only $6.
Yeah.
I'm going to let Jeremy talk about it first, and then I'm going to talk
Okay.
about it.
I'm going to start because I actually love the meatball. To me, they're super tender.
Okay,
they're
well, let me
meaty.
say, I did not. I felt like
Correct.
it was too dry.
No, I should have investigated a little more because they were covered in sauce. Did we get 2 meatballs, or was that one really giant meatball that they had cut in half?
I think it was really one giant meatball
Okay,
that
it
they
was.
cut in
'Cause
half.
then it's
Because
a
remember,
big
it
meatball.
is. Remember, you
it's like
got
wedding
it.
singer meatball size.
Yeah, but
Right?
you got it the one time.
I did, which was
you
2
added,
years ago.
Yeah, but you had meat.
Yes.
And added a meatball.
Correct, and I wouldn't have done that again because it was so much meat.
Right.
I added the meat sauce last time to a bolognese, and I got a meatball.
I will tell you
Why
honestly,
don't you like the meatball?
because I felt like it tasted like meatloaf.
Okay.
I did not like it. I don't know if it was too in the center. It just, to me, and I took 2 bites of it.
A meatball is Italian meatloaf.
I did
No
not
matter
like
which way
it.
no matter which way you make. When I make meatballs at home, which you like,
No,
that's basically an Italian meatloaf.
it's
let's be
different.
honest.
It's not dry in the middle.
This was not dry in the middle.
Okay. Says you.
Says anyone who ate it. It was fall apart.
I ate it.
But I think you only ate a piece of the. Did you get to the
I
center?
got 2. Yes.
Okay. All right.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'll agree to disagree.
Okay,
But
go.
I would get the meatball again and again.
All right.
In fact, it's like if we go here again, which we will sometime. I mean, it could be 2-3 years from now.
I just started to
or
say.
if we have my dad with us. But I would go and be like, I would like to do your spaghetti and meatballs. However long you cook the pasta, can you keep it in for a minute longer?
Would you really say that?
No, but it's what I would like to say. But I really like the meatballs. For the lasagna, I thought this was a fine lasagna. I wish, meatball aside, I wish I had done it with the meat sauce.
Okay.
And I think that would have taken it up a notch.
Well-
they split plates for us, which
Yes,
I
they
really
did.
do
She
love.
asked, yeah.
Especially a dish like this where there's
That-
a lot of sauce and stuff
Yeah.
involved. I thought the sauce tasted fresh. I mean, it tasted like they're using a good quality canned San Marzano tomato.
Okay.
And it tasted fresh. It tasted light. It tasted tomato-y in that sense. So I liked that. And I thought the lasagna was good. I mean, I thought the noodles were cooked and prepared well. I missed the meat flavor. And when I took a bit of the meatball and I ate it with the lasagna, I definitely liked it
Okay.
more in my own personal opinion. It is nowhere close to Palo, and
No.
nor should it be.
No.
Honestly. I mean, it really shouldn't be close to that, I
Yeah.
feel like. But I enjoyed it. Would I get it again? Yeah, if I really wanted lasagna, I would just definitely get the meat sauce.
Okay.
Myself, yeah. Your thoughts?
Well, okay. And let me say it like this. I knew I was gonna struggle with it. With Palo, like trying to get that out of my head.
Yeah.
I think once I was on the second and then third and then fourth, when I was really on probably more the fourth bite and was like, all right, I am eating this just like it is without meat sauce, just a house-made lasagna, no meatball. I was like, oh wow, I really like this.
It got better as I ate it.
I really
do
liked
agree with
this.
that.
I liked everything. I liked the spinach in it. The noodles were cooked perfect. I liked all the cheese taste. I don't like too much sauce either, but there was quite a bit. And I thought it was really, really good. And I was like, and more towards, I hate to say it like this, more towards the end, I was like, wow, this was really good. So I would personally, yes, anytime I went back, I would get it. But again, remember, I ain't grow up with nobody Italian or anything. I mean, my mama just made it. My mama put cottage cheese in with lasagna when she would make it because, it was less fat and stuff. I mean, at some point, I don't know when she started.
Yeah.
Maybe she made lasagna the way it was a long time ago. But so, again, with all that being said, I thought this was very, very good.
Yeah. I think for me, too, the other thing I was missing, and this is my fault because they always ask, would you like some fresh grated Parmesan? I think that would have kicked it up for me.
Why'd you say no? Because I noticed that, and I was like, "You always like cheese."
I don't know.
You said no.
I don't know. I don't think my brain processed it properly.
Okay.
All right, let's move over to Gideon's Bakehouse. This was on the Friday evening that we went back. We met up with John. He needed to pick up some cookies, and so we were like, "Let's hop in line." We didn't really have anything else to do before we were going to grab some Pizza Ponte.
Mm-hmm.
While we were in line, though, we were graced with the presence of a wonderful new friend.
Yes, Brandon. It was so nice to meet you.
Yeah.
And finally for Jeremy, because you said that
We've
y'all
been interacting on social for several years, and he'd kind of disappeared from social. So, but yeah, he came and he said, "Jeremy?" And I turned around and my brain did not click who this could be. But as soon as he said his name, I was like, I know exactly who this is. And so he waited in line with us for 40 minutes. And we chatted.
Awesome.
Happy Father's Day. Hope you had a great one.
Yes.
Him and his wife and their 2-year-old son were coming from Toy Story 5 at the AMC. And so, yeah, we chatted with him for a while and then went inside to Gideon's. And what did we get there? We went ahead. We were there for a specific reason for you once we were getting in line. Like, we wouldn't have gotten in line without
John checked. Yeah, John checked on me for the cakes. Because I honestly, please, Rachel, please don't hate me. And I don't know how much she'll agree with. Maybe she will agree with me more now. But I don't love the cookies as much as I would go to Summer House or whatever and get some. And she also told us about Earl of Sandwich. We were going to stop, but we didn't.
Yeah.
But the point being is I wasn't actually in line for cookies. John told me they had a cinnamon roll cake. So I was like, yep, I'm getting in line for that. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And I asked him, what is this wait, do you think? And he said, it depends on who's at the checkout. And he said about an hour, give or take. And I believe we were in line. It was a little faster. We were in line for 40 minutes.
Yeah.
So again, that's where it's really hard for me.
Let me discuss the cookies, though, because the cookies are amazing, right? But
yeah, I mean,
they're amazing the same way, or they're great, right? But they're great the same way that Seven Dwarfs Mine Train is a great ride. How much of the issue for you is the product compared to the weight? You know what I'm saying? And especially when you do compare it to Summer House. Now, and again, this is what I'm just trying to talk about. I know how I feel. I think the Thai banana cookie at Summer House is the best cookie that I've had on property.
I almost agree.
By flavor. If I have to do flavor, taste, all of that.
And see, I like a softer cookie, and Gideon's is very much like it, but Summer House also Summer House kicks it too.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I want.
But that's just my thought is, you got to think, all right, I can get, let's even just say that in somebody's mind, Gideon's is a great cookie and Summer House is a good cookie. Okay.
Yeah.
But Gideon's, you have to wait an hour. Summer House, you have to wait for the one person that might be in front of you in line.
No, sometimes
does that equal them out?
Gets a little longer, but but not,
does that
not
ever
like
equal
40
them
minutes.
Out? Right? Does that equal them out?
To me, it would.
And that's kind of where I'm going with it. So it's not that me as well, and maybe you're the same. It's not that we don't like Gideon's cookies. You just have to think, how much time do I want to
put
into this to get a product that I can get something that's very similar. Sometimes we think better over at Summer House.
Yeah.
Or, we haven't tried the ones at Earl. We'll try them. Rachel loves them.
Yeah.
So we probably will too. It's kind of one of those things, and I can only compare it. Like, Seven Doors Mine Train is a great, great ride. It is not worth waiting an hour for.
Yeah.
And that's sometimes how I think Gideon's goes.
Okay.
You know what I mean? As far as the cookie goes. Because you can't deny, like, we have had some cookies there that we have loved. That have been absolutely amazing.
Yeah, the banana bread, I thought about getting it, but I'm like, no, I'd rather go get the banana dye.
Even their chocolate chip, even their, we've had monthly, like they have a lot of, we'll talk about this one, but we've had a lot of great cookies there.
Speaking of
it's
monthly.
Just, man, you got to put in that time.
Yeah.
What is their monthly cookie?
So it is a cookie butterscotch cookie. This is a handmade, almost half-pound prize focused on 2 rich flavors, and the name says it all. The dough compromises a beautiful mixture of Gideon. Okay. That one. A mixture of Gideon's secret and that makes sense. And Biscoff cookie butter and is packed with premium butterscotch chips and crushed with Biscoff cookies. That's why it tasted like Christmas.
Yeah. It does.
Now I get it.
This does. It tastes like Christmas. I feel like
the
this
combination
would be a really
is very
good holiday
flavorful
cookie.
and a little sweeter than average Gideon's cookie in the best way possible. It's only $6.50.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now that I read this, I don't think I realized it was a Biscoff cookie.
Yeah, I don't really think
Makes
I did
sense.
either.
Now I want to go taste it again. Is there still some?
Yeah, but you better hurry up. I think in my brain, I was expecting more butterbeer flavor. I like butterscotch a lot. This didn't scream butterscotch to me. So for someone who isn't the biggest fan of butterscotch, this might be a good way to have butterscotch. Definitely is the Biscoff cookie, though.
Yeah.
I mean, this is like Biscoff cookies thrown into a food processor.
Yeah.
And done into a fine dust, and then this cookie is like dipped in them at the end. So I enjoyed it. I would put it though at the bottom of my list of favorite Gideon's cookies for sure.
Oh, okay.
Now, cinnamon roll cake.
This scrumptious 3-layer cake features vanilla cake with brown sugar swirls, crunchy cinnamon strudel between each layer, and a completely irresistible cinnamon cream cheese buttercream. It did say, please keep this one refrigerator ahead of serving. The cakes are only $11. We did not, but it was in our room that was 68 degrees.
Yeah, it might as well have been.
Well,
and we didn't eat this for a full 24 hours later.
Right. It was where I think it would have been best coming out of the refrigerator.
100%.
So now,
keep your cake refrigerated.
With that said, it was fantastic, and I really enjoyed it. And obviously, we were fine. We didn't get sick or anything. No. But it just was a little like on the moisture side, where I think it just should have. Yeah, it would have held up better and done better. But again, this was fantastic.
Buttercream was amazing.
I would go back and get this again.
I would too.
I would stand in line for 40 minutes for this.
Okay, here's good conversation because you can get, I think, a very, very good slice of cake over at Cake Bake Shop.
Well, we haven't done that.
Twice
You
as
didn't
much.
let me.
We've done it in the past.
I know, but is there a cinnamon roll one over there?
Oh, I don't know.
But I'm just saying. You're right.
But it's going back down to the weight. You can walk in for the most part. You can,
Well, yeah.
You can walk in a Cake Bake Shop. You can get the cake, and you're in and out of there in 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
It's twice as much per slice.
Yeah.
How do you then compare that to $11 a slice, but waiting an hour?
And it depends on where you're at, and if you're even going to go to Springs. I mean, there's
this
a lot.
This is a harder comparison because it's not
is.
like Cake Bake is at Springs,
right?
But we did this several years ago. Not long after the Cake Bake opened, we got slices from each, and we compared them side to side. And overall, I honestly don't remember which one I liked better, so we need to do it again.
I'm trying to remember.
I feel like I remember the Cake Bake being denser.
Yeah.
A denser cake. And I loved the flavors, but I didn't love the density of it, if I remember. But, again, I think the cakes, and they're making different cakes every single day.
Yeah.
Which just blows my mind.
Yeah.
And they are absolutely delicious. We're only going to talk about Pizza Ponte really quick because it is not on a menu anywhere. It is not on their online menu for Disney's website. It is not on their online menu for their own website. It was not on a printed menu. It was not on the overhead menu. But they had a tropical slice
Were
which
you
was basically
so
Hawaiian.
excited?
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
And it is the ones that are those thicker slices that are rectangular. I got that. I thought it was delicious. I loved it. I would go back and get it. You had your pineapple. You had like your shaved ham, little crispy edges on the ham, that nice soft dough. My piece that I got had just come out fresh, the whole pizza.
Thank God.
And I just realized what happened. Because normally it's not coming out right away. They didn't reheat that piece, which I think would have gotten the crust a little bit more to where I like it, where it felt a little bit undercooked.
Oh.
You know what I mean? So normally they would have taken that piece and would have maybe been sitting there for a few whatever. They would have put it on the pan, thrown it back in the oven, and that would have crisped up the crust to warm it up. But I still thought all the flavors were outstanding.
Good for you.
So that day when we were with John, we were talking about Salt and Straw, and he was telling us that their schedule, because I could never figure this out, their schedule for the new monthly series is whatever Friday is closest to the first of the month, which is very, very confusing.
So
sometimes it can happen technically the month before, right?
Right.
Now, this time it didn't make sense because this would have been on the 19th of June, was not the closest Friday to the 1st of July. That would be this upcoming Friday.
Right.
Right. So we were looking, we're like, well, I know we're going to end up at Springs tonight. I'm sure we'll get Salt and Straw. And he was there and he's like, hey, new flavors are not up. And then like 20 minutes later, he's like, I'm watching them put up the new signage right now.
Yeah.
So we went for their berry series. And what are the two that we went with? They have this whole monthly berry series. I can tell you they're all light. They're all refreshing. They're all very, very good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chick or whatever.
Hit me up. Hit me up, Salt and Straw. By the way, also, Tom Holland and Zendaya, there was a reel they were talking about ice cream and that they went to a Salt and Straw. And they were talking about it, and I was like, "This is everything to me."
That's funny.
So if they can get anyone, they're probably going to pick them over me to promote it.
Yeah.
So close.
I know that they also, when they come back, they come back. These two that we did get.
These are returned from last year.
So I don't really remember this, but maybe I do. It is birthday cakes and blackberries. It is hunks of birthday cake flecked with rainbow sprinkles folded into salted vanilla ice cream and ribboned with juicy blackberry jam. And they did have a strawberry waffle cone. Mm-hmm. Like I think it was called strawberry shortcake waffle cone. Yep. And it was fantastic. And it was very good. I liked the birthday cake taste with the blackberries. I just was getting full and I ended up throwing some of it away. Mm-hmm. But it was really good. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I had a couple bites. I loved it. I think I might have gotten this one as a full cone last year.
Okay.
And I do enjoy it. I went with the strawberry pretzel salad. It's an iconic Midwestern salad, air quotes, turned scoop. It's got cream cheese ice cream swirled with a crunchy pretzel crumble and finished with ribbons of vibrant strawberry jam. I thought this is delicious. Yeah. And then with the strawberry shortcake cone, the cream cheese ice cream is so good. It is so creamy. And then I really like pretzels and I really like sweets. I'm not as big a fan of when they're combined in the same bite.
Okay.
Like I don't love a chocolate covered pretzel. What I like is to eat chocolate and be done with it and then eat a salty pretzel. And it makes the pretzel taste better to me.
Okay.
So that's what I normally like. So my fear, and I did taste this before I ordered one. My fear was you were going to get big chunks of pretzel in it. And it wasn't. It was this crumble. So you had that flavor of pretzel and a little bit of the saltiness that then paired so well with that creamy ice cream and the strawberry jam throughout. And it was like good ribbons of jam throughout.
Nice.
Yeah, it was fresh. This is the type of thing you want to sit out back after a barbecue and eat a bowl of. Yeah. So really enjoyed that one. I like both of these a lot. All right, so we, on Saturday night after our long day at Magic Kingdom, we could not figure out what we wanted to eat.
No.
And we kind of wandered around a little bit. We ended up at Hollywood Studios. We then ended up at Saratoga.
I kind of wanted a Cobb salad.
Yeah.
But we messed up and we should have looked before we got on the bus.
Yeah.
Because I don't think there was any walk up. Shockingly, for as like slower as this weekend was with ride wait time stuff, Hollywood.
The last minute dining was rough.
Yeah, it was very rough, which is fine. So we went back over to Springs, and John mentioned this when we were at Pizza Ponte, because I kind of wanted a burger this weekend, and he said and I like D-Luxe because it is 2 pressed patties, like a
it's like a smash burger.
Smash
these
burger,
are elevated smash burgers.
Yes.
I think it.
And I love the Steakhouse 71. I love the Walulu.
Yep.
So I want to go as like you and just eat a regular burger, but we have not yet. But every single burger we have eaten here is really good.
Yes.
So with that being said, he told us that there is a pepperoni pizza burger. I said, what?
They have a seasonal or monthly burger, and this is this month's.
Yep, because we did the French onion. We did the French onion one, right?
I can't remember. I don't think we ever did.
We did one time that was really good too. Yeah. Anyways, the whole point is this is 2 pressed signature blend patties, grilled pepperoni, fried mozzarella, marinara on a house-made focaccia bun for $14.79. And then, of course, you can get some fries. You can get a full or you can get a half. We, thank God, went with a full.
Yeah.
And it was only $8.49.
You want me to go first?
Yeah.
Okay. First of all, I love their fries. They remind me very similar of Thrasher fries up in Ocean City, Maryland on the boardwalk. These don't have any kind of like Old Bay seasoning on them, but they are delicious.
Or malt vinegar. Yeah,
they're delicious, hand cut, skin on fries, done in peanut oil, and I love them very, very much. The Pepperoni Pizza Burger. This is, I'm trying to think how to explain. So this is more burger than it is pizza, which is fine because this was delicious and I loved it. I did not, this isn't one like if I had to do a blind taste test, I would be very hard pressed, much like these signature blend patties. Nothing? It's Father's Day. You have to laugh.
Okay.
Honestly, I would be hard pressed to go, this is a pizza burger, isn't it? And I think that came from the very, very small amount of marinara sauce that was on it. That's my only complaint, and it's not even a complaint because it was still delicious. It's just for me, it didn't do as much pizza as it was burger. And I'm like, if you're going to mash these items, I think you really need to transform what a burger is into those flavors of pizza. The pepperoni that was on it, I think it worked so well with the burger patties, which are great beef patties, and you taste them, that it got a little bit lost. Now, that giant fried mozzarella patty was outstanding. I had a little bite of that on my own. And if you went somewhere and they were like, hey, here's our mozzarella sticks, you'd be very, very happy with these mozzarella sticks. Yeah, it was really good. The house-made focaccia was so flavorful and soft. Here's what blew my mind is I put on a paper towel bib because I was known for getting a lot of stuff on me this weekend. I grabbed all these napkins. They had paper towels on the table. I'm thinking this is going to be an absolute greasy mess. And somehow it wasn't. The oil that got on my hands came from holding the bun, but it didn't taste oily. It wasn't very, I was really impressed with how well composed this burger was when it could have been a big sloppy mess.
Yeah.
I got a knife and forks because I thought we might have to eat it with forks and cut it up.
That's so
and
good.
You didn't. I really, really enjoyed it. I just personally myself would have liked more marinara or a side of marinara that I could have dipped it in to take it to that pizza level.
Well, and I wonder if I had more of it on my side when you cut it. It's very
possible.
Because it was more of which was really nice. Instead of marinara, sauce where you think with a pizza where it's this one was thicker.
Yeah.
A marinara
so it could hold up on
paste almost
No, you're
type,
right about that. Yep.
That it held up really, really well. But to be fair, have you ever had a cheeseburger pizza? No, probably because
they put pickles
they
on
put
it.
stuff that you don't like.
And sometimes
mayonnaise, mustard, right.
On it.
Yeah. But
That's
the point,
an atrocity.
but okay, it's not. But the point is,
but does that taste more like cheeseburger or pizza?
Exactly. That was my point. It probably tastes.
Oh, you haven't had one
pizza.
either.
Because I'm not going to eat a whole flipping
but they've
pizza
had them at
by
like
myself.
CC's Pizza and stuff. God rest its soul.
Yeah,
It's still
I don't-
open, just not the one we used to go to.
I don't remember.
I loved CC's Pizza.
And if I did, I would probably assume that it tastes like a little bit like a burger, but it's more of a pizza. So, I mean, the fact that this didn't taste like, but it was fantastic.
It was.
And you
Again,
could
I'm saying I
taste
loved it.
Everything, the patties you could taste, like I absolutely loved it. I'm glad we split it because I would have eaten a whole one
100%.
because it was so good.
Yeah.
It was so good.
And the other thing we were talking about while we were eating it is this is a lot of food.
Yeah.
But sometimes, like I was saying, things are so greasy or whatever it may be or messy.
That you feel like,
that you
bleh.
just feel gross. And this,
But it did
this
not.
was the
Yep.
lightest
Yeah.
that could have been for being what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and again, we only did eat half, but I still think I could have eaten a whole one.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't have walked away like, oh, I just need to sit down, or hey, let's get back to the room. You know what I mean? Like, I loved it. I really liked D-Luxe. And yes, if we can get there a time where there's not some monthly burger we got to try, I just want to get a bacon cheeseburger. And that's it.
Okay.
Also, anywhere that has a signature sauce, just disclose what's in it. That's all I ask. Because they have this 1921 sauce.
Yeah.
And I looked it up, and mustard and mayo and ketchup, like all blended together. Just put that on it. Just say what's in it on it. Because nobody knows what 1921 sauce means. I'm also looking at you, Smoss.
Okay.
Small sliders. Okay, let's head over to Port Orleans where we were staying. And on that Thursday night, we were there. Well, actually, let's talk about this morning real quick on the way out. We walked over. We took that beautiful walk along the Sassagoula River. And we got Mickey
very
shaped.
hot
It
walk.
was so hot.
It was not
ridiculous.
very
Yeah, it
beautiful
was
this morning.
It's pretty looking. It's not pretty feeling. We got the Mickey shaped beignets. We got 6 of them. So if you get 3 of them, you get your choice of one dipping sauce
For $7.99.
If you get 6 of them, you get 2 dipping sauce. You've doubled everything for only $5 more.
Correct.
So being as
$12.99.
financially responsible as we are,
Yeah.
we decided to get 6.
Well,
and we knew we were going to bring 3 home,
Absolutely.
which we did, and I'm pretty sure they might be gone because I think Lacey and her friend just ate them while I was filling up my water before we recorded. But I love I still. And this is not knowing the world about beignets, but we have had beignets at Café Du Monde in New Orleans, right? We have had beignets at different restaurants and places. The ones over at the, oh my gosh, why can I not think of the name? In Disneyland there in downtown Disney. Their Mardi Gras restaurant, we've had them there. To me, these are much more donut than beignet.
Yeah.
But they're still absolutely delicious.
Yes,
They've
they
got
are.
the powdered sugar. Mm-hmm. They have a salted caramel, strawberry, or chocolate dipping
We got
sauce.
strawberry and caramel.
Both of those were outstanding. I love these things. And if you are going to Riverside, you have to get them.
Oh, yeah.
You have to.
Yep.
Like, I don't care. Riverside or French Quarter. It may be harder now if you are at Disney Springs without a park or without a hotel reservation. But
Yeah.
all right, let's talk about Thursday night. We went into Scat Cat's club to check out a little Yaz music with the girls and try their specialty 4th of July, their 250th beignets. What are these?
So this is cinnamon sugar dusted beignets with marshmallow sauce and apple pie filling for $9.79. That is the 3 of them. And basically, it's all warm, and there is some warm canned apple pie diced and filling in the center of them that you can get a fork and knife and kind of split them apart or whatever and eat with it. And there are sprinkles on top too.
And the marshmallow sauce is, which to me was just seemed more
Drizzled.
of just an icing.
Yeah,
drizzled
'cause it
over
did-
top.
I did not
I didn't get any
taste-
marshmallow flavor.
right.
I just got a good vanilla icing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
It's a great
they-
looking dish. Too.
Yeah. And they were fantastic. Even Cassidy liked them.
Yep.
Girls loved them. Again, we split 3 of them with 5 of us.
Yeah.
I don't think Lacey ate any at that point.
Yeah, I don't know if she did, but I mean, I kind of wish they did this in a 6 version for $5 more or something.
I agree. Just because of I'm sure then you could get technically what would be 2 orders.
Oh, sure, of course.
But
This okay. Cinnamon sugar dusted beignets with marshmallow sauce and apple pie filling. Mm-hmm. It tastes exactly like you think it's going to taste.
it's so good.
It tastes like an apple pie and beignet got together and made a little baby, and I like it. I really do. I enjoyed this.
Yes, me too.
Okay, we're going to talk about EPCOT because we have some additional 250th items. We're going to try some more next weekend. There's some in Magic Kingdom we didn't get to hit up. I believe they have some stuff potentially. Oh, you know what? I did not put on this list. Let's talk about real quick. I forgot is the Star Spangled Cake Pop that is available at most quick service food courts.
Yes. And that was
you just want to talk about it? They are claiming,
no.
Online, it's one thing.
Yes.
What they're giving you and the signage in the quick service is another thing.
And it was red velvet. And it is just a cake pop with chocolate, a white chocolate. And then red velvet cake on the inside. And I mean, I thought it was fine.
Oh, I did too.
But it was just sad because of what it was online.
It's supposed to be a blue. See, I still got hints of blueberry. So I don't think
your brain
knows
did.
What it is.
No, I think your brain
really?
did.
I'm pretty sure it was my mouth that thought it. And my tongue.
Yeah,
pretty
but it
advanced.
told your brain.
A pretty good one. I think I got a hint of blueberry in there.
Okay.
That's what the online says. The one thing that surprised me is that,
it was red velvet.
We've had cake pops. Mm-hmm. Cake pop items throughout property, and usually it is much more of a cake pop denser, because a cake pop is cooked cake, they crumble it up,
right.
They mix it with icing, it makes it denser.
Right.
This was really like a straight up cake.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
it was more cakey.
You know what? This is something that if you were there, you're going to buy for your kid.
Yeah, and it's like $5 and something cents, I think. The cast member was very kind and apparently didn't charge me, so I don't know what it was. But it also, when she charged for the refillable mug, gave me an extra cup, like a thick, like good, I guess would be considered a coffee cup.
We would.
But it was nice because then, I was able to put some from my refillable cup into that. That was just really nice. So anyways.
Okay, now over to EPCOT. Regal Eagle Smokehouse has two limited offerings, which are for the 250th celebration. The first one is a beverage. This is the 1776. I will say Regal Eagle is a great spot to mobile order. Mm-hmm. Because especially at opening, they don't officially open till 11:45, which is so weird. Yeah. But it is a great spot to go ahead when you're walking up towards that location, to go ahead and do the mobile order. 1776 is blue raspberry, Sprite, and strawberry fruit juice filled pearls for $6.49. How did you like the beverage? Again, this is like what I said fine. Is what it tastes like.
Yeah, it was fine. I like the blue raspberry Sprite. I don't love the popping pearls, so
I prefer them over the chewy ones.
I like the chewy ones.
They had a great pop. To me, I wouldn't pick out strawberry. It was more of a fruit juice, but they have a really great pop of that.
Yeah.
And I thought it was a nice, light, refreshing drink that I would get again. For $6.49, you're paying about $1 more than a normal soda anyway, so why not? The other thing they have is the Sam Eagle Star Spangled Shortcake. This is vanilla cake with strawberries, blackberries, blueberries, whipped cream, star sprinkles, and a Sam Eagle chocolate coin for $6.29. If you look at the photo online, immediately erase it from your memory because almost nothing of this resembles the online. I'm going to start a new series on social that we are going to do like marketing photo versus real photo just for fun.
Yep.
Right. And it's not to knock anything, but it's just to say, because all that really matters when it comes down to it are the flavors. But this one is not very Instagram worthy.
No, it's not, because it looks like just a bowl of blueberries. You don't even see the cake.
See the cake. Yeah.
And then they put the whipped topping on top.
Yep.
But with that said, we will also say the bowl that we got, because Jeremy did say that they are pre-frozen berries.
Yeah, they're definitely pre-frozen berries.
The bowl that we got was perfect.
It was.
It was exactly what it says it is. There was vanilla cake underneath it. All of the berries were really good with it. Whipped cream. It was very refreshing on that very, very hot, which I believe that day was 108 heat index of feeling like. So with all that being said, would I get this again? Absolutely, because it was very refreshing.
Yeah.
Very good.
This is elevated strawberry shortcake
It
because
is.
you have multiple different berries with the blackberries and the
100%.
blueberries in addition to strawberry.
100%.
And, you can tell that they're pre-frozen berries, but what I was saying when we were sitting there eating it is like, a lot of times a dish like this, you still get some frozen ones, and it's just, and the
That's why I
consistency's
said
off.
arbol.
And it wasn't.
Yeah.
They were perfectly thawed out. They were flavorful. The pieces of cake that you did get went well with it. It kind of tasted like those little round strawberry shortcakes. I kind of want that for dessert, actually.
Ooh, you know what? No, I got to get the dot cakes of what she's been making. They have them at Publix. Yes.
Okay, we'll look at that. But
You can do strawberry shortcake too.
Father's Day. No, I'm kidding.
Get that, but get 2 of them because I think they're small. They're not like large.
All right, okay.
Sorry.
But no, it was perfect. Again, this backyard barbecue.
Yep.
This is you just polished off a burger, and this is what
we're gonna
they
have pasta.
give you. Like, it was so
this
good.
is gonna work out. Yeah, we
I
should.
really did enjoy it.
Yeah,
for
it was
being
really good.
very ugly. So from there, we got word that Satu'li Canteen had a brand new item, and so we wanted to go over and we wanted to get it. So we we had to stop in between. We're going to talk about next, but we had to stop, and then we got from Beach Club and we took a bus over to Animal Kingdom with John. We headed to Satu'li Canteen for the spicy pork steamed pods. So think cheeseburger pod, but they have now provided a new style of it. What is in these?
And this reads Mongolian style pork pod stuffed with pork, bamboo shoots, bell peppers, scallions, and a chili garlic paste served with crunchy vegetable slaw and vegetable chips for $14.29. There's 2 of them, and they are a blackish purple, depending on
super dark purple, I guess.
Yeah, depending on the light and the picture, but very online picture versus reality.
Yeah, this one actually matches up pretty dang well.
Matches, yeah.
Yes, it does.
Very well. So basically what I just read, like the bamboo, this pork and bamboo shoots, and it's basically everything chopped up and just mixed.
Yeah, it's shredded. Like it's shredded pork, and then everything else is really finely chopped.
And then just put in this pod, and I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
I thought it was fantastic. I would absolutely get this again.
Agreed.
The slaw is great. It is
Slaw is so nice and light and refreshed. The slaw would be really good on just a barbecue pork sandwich.
Yeah.
It's like a vinegar-based slaw. It's not a mayo-based slaw.
Which is nice for you. It is a very good minimal spice. I feel like my mom could eat this.
Yeah, very minor.
So I felt like because I tasted the chip first. I think I got more spice from the chips than I did the actual pork, but the whole thing was really, really good.
I really like. I love that there's a new addition to these pods
Yes.
because I don't love the cheeseburger pods because you can get the flavor of pickle in them. So I thought it's done really well. I think having the shredded pork and then the very, 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 very finely diced bamboo shoots, bell pepper scallions is brilliant because it would be weird biting into this.
Yeah.
And then getting a different texture, I think, with the way this is composed, of a chunk of bell pepper.
Yeah.
Or a chunk of bamboo shoot. So I think the way that they compose it is done really well. It's got that great Mongolian kind of style flavor to it. It's
really
almost
good.
a little bit of what most people would consider teriyaki, but not quite. You know what I mean? Kind of like that thicker soy hoisin based flavor to it.
Okay.
What I would love is I can't think of the name of the little snack shack right there that does the pineapple egg rolls and it does the night blossom and all.
Oh.
I wish you could get these
And just
one,
like
just one, and whatever your price, I don't know, you could probably charge $4.79. You get one of them. It comes in your little wrapper, and you can walk around Pandora and eat them. This and the cheeseburger pods.
Yeah.
Almost take it to the level of the way that they're doing, the spring roll cart, for example, over in Adventureland. So that would be super cool. I could see us getting these all the time if that was the case.
Yeah.
Like we would almost get one every time we walked in. The way they do the bao buns in the festivals at Japan.
Yeah.
Would be absolutely perfect. While we're at Animal Kingdom, we wanted to get 2 of our favorite sweet treats. We'll just touch base on them real quick because you had the fairy bread cake toast a couple weeks ago at Pizzafari, so you love this thing.
I do, and I got it again. It's
Just as
vanilla
good?
birthday cake dipped in white chocolate and rainbow sprinkles with
Yeah.
raspberry dipping sauce for $5.19. It is a amazing cake pop. It is
Yeah.
just fantastic. I love it. I
It's
would get
very
it
good.
again.
Yeah, I mean, here's twice now. You've gotten it in a month's period. So, the 2 times that we've been to Animal Kingdom in the past month, you've gotten it both times.
Although, if it does move out to the conservation,
Right.
I will be sad because it will take.
It'll just be so much harder to get
Yeah.
out there and get it. I went to Terra Treats. It had been a while since I had the cookie dough brownie ice cream sandwich, the viral treat that is making waves across social media. John, who has had an opportunity to write about this treat many, many times for different sites, including our own, had not actually had one yet. And so I had to get him one. For me, I think it's my favorite sweet treat on property at this moment.
Okay.
It's perfect. It's a layer.
That's
It's a
good.
brownie.
Okay.
Layered on top of that is vanilla ice cream. Topped on that is the edible cookie dough with chocolate chips. $8.29, but it is a good portion.
Yeah.
And I love this thing, and it is my go-to now when we go there. All right, so we got 2 last things to finish up with. One of those is when we left Regal Eagle on our way to Animal Kingdom, we stopped at Hurricane Hanna's over there at Stormalong Bay. It is their pool bar, but it is accessible to anyone because
Correct.
it's not within the Stormalong Bay gates. you know.
Right.
And John had gotten wind that on their menu now, which is a quick service walk-up bar area,
Yep.
loaded crab fries. These they're your standard thin cut,
Yep.
Disney fries,
fries.
but they are topped with crab meat, cheese curds, bacon pieces, and a crab bisque for $11.79.
Yep.
If you were thinking of a side of fries in that size of cardboard food boat, it's not that. It's the bigger one that they would probably put like
This
a burger
burger-
in with some fries
Correct.
or a wrap or whatever.
Correct.
So it is a pretty good large portion for
Correct.
$11.79, especially because it has crab and crab bisque.
Yep.
What did you think of this?
It was good. It was it is basically crab poutine because
Yep.
you do have the crab bisque in it. The cheese curds, the crab meat. The crab meat was very good. I don't think I thought the bisque was as good as it could have been, but then again, it's $11.75.
Yeah.
I think it's fine. I think it was just really hot too, and I'm like, I think on a let me say it like this, on a cooler time,
Sure.
if it's still there, I might go, you know what, let's go there, I want to eat that.
Yeah.
So
I absolutely loved it.
Yeah.
And I want it again. And I've been thinking about it.
Okay.
So I thought it was perfect.
Good.
My now, of course, when you get to the very, very bottom, you're going to have some soggy fries. Otherwise, the
Yeah.
fries held up well. The only way you could make this better, in my opinion, would be to have thicker cut fries or like steak fries. But again, we're at a quick service that
Yeah.
already has these fries.
Right.
That's how you're going to do it.
100%.
I was there was actual blue crab meat on it. The flavor of crab was throughout the bisque. I loved there was a lot of cheese curds, which were thick and dense and squeaky, like a cheese curd kind of squeaks. I absolutely loved this.
Aren't we
And
going to
I
try to
definitely wanna
recreate
get
it at home?
We're definitely going to recreate it at home, maybe for our next, our first coming back, Anyone Can Cook for Wonderland Crew. We're going to make this at home because I think it is very accessible at home, which is great, and I loved it.
Yeah.
I'll get it again. All right, we're going to finish off. We're going to talk real quick about what Joffrey's has going on now for annual pass holders.
Woohoo!
This is Joffrey's VI pass holder summer days. This is going June 2nd. It started. This goes through July 31st as well. Here's what they have. They have 5 different cereal-inspired coffees.
Yes.
One at each of the 4 parks, one at Disney Springs. As a pass holder, when you get all 5, you get a free Joffrey's pass holder koozie.
Yes.
So
I'm excited for that.
when you spend about $50 when you're done with this, you get a free koozie, which is amazing. One note before we run through these, we were told is try to get your 5th one at Disney Springs because
Yes.
that's where they're handing out the koozies.
Yes.
So if you finish at Magic Kingdom and you get all 5 stamps, they give you a card and they stamp it for each one.
Yeah.
You're going to have to go to Disney Springs anyway.
Right.
So if you can arrange it,
Yep.
finish there. They have a Lucky Star cold brew at Magic Kingdom. Cold brew with toasted marshmallow syrup and a splash of cream, topped with whipped cream and sweetened cereal with marshmallows. At EPCOT, they have a Parisian Pebble cold brew fruity cereal flavored cold brew with a splash of cream topped with whipped cream and fruity cereal. There's a Rockin' Cold Brew at Hollywood Studios, Forbidden Mountain Cold Brew at Animal Kingdom, and Cinnamon Crunch Latte at Disney Springs. I want you to talk about the first two because those are the two you had.
Yes.
And just touch base real quick on my situation not doing caffeine.
We started at EPCOT, and we were at the one over. Well, first of all, I asked on the one outside of Epcot.
The entrance before the turnstiles.
Yes. And she was like, they are anywhere on the inside of the park at any Joffrey's. So we decided to pick up the one over at Cosmic Rewind. And I went ahead and asked if because Jeremy read online that if that you didn't want the caffeine or whatever, if you're not a coffee drinker.
Yeah, if you're not a coffee drinker.
You could, and they had a lemon freeze thing with some Skittles and stuff. So he was looking at doing that. Well, unfortunately, this cast member basically was like, no, you cannot, you have to get this.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh, and Jeremy was like, I don't drink caffeine. And she was like, oh, well, we can make it without that. We can make it an iced coffee.
Yeah.
So we said, okay, we'll just do that. I really, really liked mine.
Yeah.
And now I don't think I realized that every single one of them was basically a cold brew.
Yep.
So now it makes sense because Jeremy tasted his and was like, no, this tastes like.
It might just taste like coffee, because it's a fruity cereal flavored cold brew.
Yeah.
So without the cold brew, because they don't do a decaf cold brew, they're just doing regular decaf iced coffee. You don't get any of the flavors.
Right.
I did I'm not like, it's not like I don't drink caffeine the way I don't drink alcohol. Like I'll have sips of caffeine and I've had it lightly in some stuff. So I took a sip of yours and it tasted like straight up Fruity Pebble coffee.
Yeah, it did.
It was really good.
It was really good.
Great. Yeah.
So then we were yesterday at Magic Kingdom and went over to the one over by Tron and Space Mountain. And when we asked her, so this obviously will depend on the cast member.
Yeah.
She was so sweet and was like, and now, by the way, it was pouring rain. And I stepped out from everybody huddled underneath and was trying to help as well. I don't know if she noticed that, because I was all zipped up. So she didn't see my Be Nice to Cast members shirt, but I was helping. And with all this being said, she was amazing. And she was just going to stamp both of ours without buying 2 drinks.
Yeah.
And
Jeremy, sweet.
It was. And Jeremy was like, well, I'm fine with
I want to
getting
get a drink.
something and paying for it. I just don't want that. So he just got whatever he wanted that day.
Latte. And she let us get whatever we wanted and she stamped them.
And she did. And it was great.
It's going to be very dependent on cast members.
Yes, it will.
Yep.
So we'll see what the next one holds at Hollywood and at Animal. But this Lucky Star cold, like, again, this cold brew with toasted marshmallow syrup, like, it was fantastic.
It tasted like
it did.
Lucky Charms
it
coffee.
It did. And it was so good.
Yeah.
I drank. And these I get larges and they're
You have to. These come in large. These come in the 24 ounce.
Good.
Because what I understood.
I would not want them smaller. They were fantastic.
Very, very good. All right. We're going to finish real quick. I want to start finishing these types of episode with our foodie superlatives. Oh. Right. These are like the best, right? These are like, in high school, the most likely to so-and-so. Were you voted most likely to anything?
God, no.
Me either. I don't even know if we did them.
Oh, in Magic, we did run into...
Oh, yeah. Megan and Lori outside of Beacon Barrel. We did do a little quick Beacon Barrel.
Thank you for stopping and saying hi.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it. By the way, we didn't notice this a month ago when they added that, I want to say 7 C's, but that's the new Dirty Heads album. It's something C's, which is the Sprite with the guava juice and all, right?
Oh.
But now, Rhonda noticed printed on the menu in the back, they also have the Athletic Brewing Company non-alcoholic golden upside down ale or whatever it is. So they now do have a non-alcoholic beer there, and they will serve it to you in a glass, which I thought was great.
Yep.
So I was excited to see that there.
Yep.
So our foodie superlatives for this episode. What was your best overall food item that we had this whole weekend?
Oh, man.
Mine's crab fries. It's easy for me.
Okay. I didn't know we were going to do all this.
Yeah.
I will say the fairy bread.
Okay. Now, if you want to change it, go ahead, because best sweet treat you had all weekend. Something other than fairy bread?
Oh.
I'm going with my cookie dough bar, but I mean, I just love it.
I'll say the cinnamon cake.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Best savory item, which we didn't have a ton of.
We didn't. But I'm going to say the burger. I really liked the burger.
I agree. I mean, if you said tonight for dinner, would you rather have the tropical Pizza Ponte slice or that burger again? I would pick the burger.
Yeah.
For sure. What was the most overrated thing maybe you think that we had this weekend? We actually, I mean, things were good. Mm-hmm. They really, really were. I don't know if I could pick anything for that.
The cookie. Just kidding.
Well, let's say this. Is there anything you would skip next time that we had? That could almost be the same as overrated. Like, out of all that, you would skip the cookie, the butterscotch cookie?
Probably.
I'll agree with you. That's all we've got for that. That's all the food we're talking about for today. We do have a lot more food stuff coming up, some more 250th items, and some different plans that are coming because we are going to be down there again over the next couple of weekends. So we're excited to bring that to you. If you want to hear all about that, though, you got to hit subscribe and you get brand new episodes every single Tuesday and Friday. Of course, Ron and I would be thankful while you're out there if you could please leave us a rating and review.
Because it helps our show grow.
That's all we've got. And we'll see you real soon.
Jeremy and Rhonda are more than a little fond of Disney World, so they made this podcast to share it all with you. Reports and resorts, top 10 lists of all sorts, Main Street Magic's bringing it home.